so this is BrandanHuerta, TrippyGang YouTube. This is my brother Tristin. Introduce yourself, Charlie. You already know. This is our channel, so you already know. Tristin Huerta, BrandanHuerta. Follow us on Twitter, Tristin Huerta, TrippyGod420. So you probably already do it, but
this repping that hood shit. Shut the fuck up. I'm in this gang, motherfuckers. Trippygang Suicide. I'm Tristin John Huerta. Follow me on Twitter, Tristin Huerta. Follow me on Instagram, Tristin John Huerta. You already know, motherfucker. Follow Brand. But here we go.
You already know me, lit. So we're about to do a video about talking about Tristin's gonna talk about his bad shroom story. So yeah, we got hella blunts rolled up here. We're gonna smoke a blunt, talk about the shroom story. Yeah, if you guys want to hear a lot of stories, if you guys want to hear about like acid, shroom stories, anything, you know, just let us know.
Yeah, this is
subscribe.
Yeah, this is our new show. You know, it's called Psychedelia.
How do you guys like the setup like it was last time? So
this is just one of our many new shows coming out.
Yeah,
and it's called Psychedelia. This is episode probably 1, and it's of me.
Yeah, it's about. Well, we'll talk about like good, bad trips about like drugs, basically. So we're about to start this off, light a blunt. So yeah, if you guys want to get high with us, roll something up, let's get it.
Let me tell you right now, if you're watching this video and you're not high or something,
and if you've never done shrooms, you've never done acid, I mean, you can't really take like watching a bad trip story is gonna be like, we're gonna freak you out anyways, but I would say everything is on your own experience too, though. That's how you are as a person. But this is just one of our many stories. So if you like this shit, like it.
So this is episode 1, season 1 of Psychedelia, and I'm Tristin John Huerta, and this is my story about my bad trip on shrooms. So I've done acid a couple times before, and I've you know, before this, I've always had, you know, good trips on acid. So I've always wanted to get higher, you know, like you never reach that point where it's scary. So you're always trying to, you know, get that adrenaline rush where you're at the tip top. So I'm always, you know, trying to, fuck it, let's do it, you know. You know how it is this generation, everyone's just like, fuck it. You know what I mean? This opportunity, you're like, fuck it, alright, I'll do it. So one of my friends that I've known since high school.
We're not gonna name him. But you already probably watched this.
He's in one of our videos.
This ain't even that long. This is probably maybe a year or 2.
It's one of our videos.
I was there too, by the way. Just saying.
Brand was also.
So I saw it all go down basically, and I already know. So bad story.
So basically, my friend from high school, we're homies. We always smoked dope together. You know, this is my motherfucking G. Me and Brandan, we're all.
He hits us up one day.
All the time, we fuck bitches together.
He hits us up one day. He's like, let's smoke down. You know, I'm like, me and Tristin, we're hanging out, and we're like, hell yeah, come through, man, come pick us up. Let's smoke hella blunts. Come take us out. Get in the car. I think we go to one of his homies' houses, not gonna name him either. We start dabbing down. We start smoking hella.
This homie's house. I also went to high school with. I'm cool with him.
Yep. We're chill with everybody.
Drug dealers.
And so basically, yeah,
It's a trap house. It's a trap house.
We go over there. We smoke hella blunts. We dab out. All that shit. You already know how it is, TrippyGang. So we leave. We leave because I think we want to go get more blunt wraps. Us three. We leave everybody.
We end up going to get mini blunt wraps, the mini swishers. We grab like 3
So
packs.
We go to we get some drinks. We get some food. We get some we get some wraps. We go back into the car. Our homie, you know, he tells us, he pulls out this little bag and he's like, you guys want to do these shrooms? And I was like. And by the way, he didn't say it. Yeah, he didn't say it.
By the way, I'm in the front seat, Brand's in the back seat.
He pulls this this bag out. It's not even that little actually. It's a
probably go to the apartment. He pulls it out.
He's like, look at these. And Tristan's like, whoa, are those fucking shrooms? He's like, hell yeah. He's like, he was telling him that he had a good ass time. You already know.
But he said these are bad shrooms, you know. But I didn't, you know.
We thought.
When we say bad, like
first off, we've never done shrooms. Besides, we've done acid all the time. But
that's the only psychedelic dope.
He said it was bad shrooms. We thought I thought he was talking about like it's a crazy ass high. You know, we're always trying to get higher, I guess. So and Tristin tells him, he said, I'll pay you for him. Like he told, I'll buy him from you. And
yeah, because you know I'm like fucking by everything. Like this is a point in my life where I'm just like, you know. I'm not really feeling like...
Just trying to experience...
I'm just trying to do different things, you know. I'm trying to find new excitement for my life. And I'm like, you know what? I got money, you know. I got money. I got drugs. I got bitches. Let me try this.
And so this is what he said. Tristan, I'll give you... He's just saying random amounts of money. and he gives him something. He's like, here, just take it. You can pay me out. He didn't even care about getting paid about it. Tristin took him. I think he took like half the bag of the whatever.
Let me say, you know, they say you may be taking an eighth at first. This is probably a quarter weed.
It was
quarter shrooms.
It was crazy. It was pretty big.
And they even ate all the stems and everything.
Yeah, he took half the bag, and then I was gonna say I'll take half the other bag, and I'm like, I've never done shrooms, and I was like,
so I ended up taking them all.
So he took the rest of them.
But the plan was to split them originally, but he
took them all.
I ended up taking them all.
Yeah.
Probably a quarter shrooms.
Crazy.
Yeah, all the stems, everything, maybe over a quarter shrooms.
So we're in the car still driving.
And by the way, in his car,
music.
he has these huge,
subs.
the best sound system in the world.
Huge subs.
And it's just like, it feels like if you ever been to Red Rocks in Colorado, you know, it's like that times 100, like in your face, motherfucker. And also his windows are tinted, so it's all black, which is, you know, also a bad thing. And he's driving now, you know, and then
our plan originally, after we were gonna go hang out with we were going back to the trap house, I think, to go hang out with some more bitches and stuff. So, but besides that, alright, go ahead and start with.
Just let me just say, never drive or never be in a car that's moving or any kind of thing that's moving and doing.
That's not acid or like
shrooms. Because that will fuck your whole thing up. Right away,
sometimes,
you know, I was like probably, I don't know, what do you say, 5-10 minutes?
It was literally, this is what happened, my point of view. We were just driving the car. We rolled up the blunts, the wraps we had, you know. We were smoking them in the car, driving. I think we were driving back to our crib then, because he just took the shrooms, you know. We were like, might as well go back to our place, it was a safe environment. So we went over there, driving back 5 minutes in. Tristan's like, we blasted music, you know, and Tristan's like, man, you need to turn that down or something. He's like just basically starts a little bit tripping out, you know. It's like, it's just too loud and shit. All right, you go ahead and start telling.
And you know, this time somehow I end up in the backseat, I believe.
Yep. He's like, no. He's like, let me get in the back, because I guess it was too loud. And he thought this our friend that we were with, he drives fast as fuck. All right, like. He's flooring every time he's driving. He doesn't give a big shift. We're high as fuck, you know, this fool driving.
He's got a turbo, boosted.
So he's like, he told him, stop the car, let me get in the back, because the shrooms started kicking in. You know, he started tripping a little bit. He's like, let me go in the back, maybe lay down, trip out a little bit. So yeah, we pulled over, I went in the front, he went in the back. And then I was kind of being a dick, to be real. Like, because he didn't like the music for some reason during his trip, you know. He didn't want me to blast music, but I was blasting it louder and playing different songs. He did not like that. So yeah, you can go from there.
Yeah, so like next thing you know, if you live in Colorado Springs, Colorado, shout out Colorado Springs.
Shout out Colorado.
By UCCS, if you go down Garden of the Gods, Awesome Bluffs Parkway, they always got construction. So at this time is when they're doing major re-expansion on that street on Awesome Bluffs right there, going to Garden of the Gods. We're going up that hill. And there's just this one.
We're going like 800 miles.
We're going like 85 miles an hour to 9 miles an hour. And it's construction, so they have cones, so it's one lane.
And there's workers still working. And this was late. This was like 2-3 a.m. too.
And next thing you know, like I just like kind of wake up and like I overcome the music and I'm just like, holy shit, we're going too fast. Mm-hmm. And somehow I think I might have ended up back in the front seat by now.
Probably, I don't remember, to be honest.
I don't know what happened. Either way, main point, I got so freaked out because I was like, yo, we're going way too fast. And the truth is, we were going too fast.
We were going.
In my head, I felt like, you know, Freddy Krueger, we were waiting on the bus. I was like, oh my god, we're going to die. This nigga's leading us to hell, you know what I mean?
And by the way, the whole time that, like, Tristan, you can tell, like, he's telling us, like, stop going fast, because he's going faster, you know, he's telling him don't go fast, he's being a dick, and he was telling me not to blast me, I was blasting me.
And they're all laughing at him.
We were laughing at him the whole time, you know, because we were high as fuck, he was tripping, though. We didn't take any shrooms.
Anyways, next thing you know, we're going too fast, I freak out, I'm telling my friend to, you know, slow down, he's not slowing down, going fast, you're pissing me off, so I punch him.
He does.
This nigga swerves, almost hits a cone.
And he keeps trying to go faster, and Tristan keeps trying to fight him out, and he's like telling him to stop going faster. I'm like, bro, dog, you need to stop tripping. And his friend, he's just laughing, our friend, because he knows he's tripping, and he's like, but he's trying to hit him while he's going, you know, fast as fuck, tripping, you know. So yeah, we basically we end up back at our crib.
And we're outside. Okay, we parked up next. We're in a condo. Okay, we park up next to the condo. We're outside the car. I get out of the car, and this my homie's like, do you need help getting out of the car?
I told him I was like,
I just need my dad. I just need my dad. I can't.
Yeah, so he said, I was like, dude, chill out. I got him. I pulled him. I helped him out the car with that big ass. So we pulled him. I got him out the car. We walked. He was walking good. I think I walked with him. We walked. We were on the second floor, so we walked up to the second floor. I was banging on the door. He wasn't tripping that bad then. And then we got in there. And then as soon, I think, we were still good. We had like a bottle of Syrah and shit. We were about to drink too. He was still tripping though, but we were about to drink. He's like, I gotta go piss. He goes to, I was like, man, we should just drink, you know, and chill, because he was tripping a little bad in the car, you know, so I was like, we should just smoke a blunt and drink. So I gotta go piss, man, fuck it, because he was relaxed a little bit. He goes into the bathroom, and you can tell from there.
The next thing I remember right there, as soon as I'll take off from where he left off, I had to go pee so bad, but I was scared because you know what they say, never look in the mirror.
Yeah, because I
still in my mind, I'm like, you know, when you get in that mood, you do there, it just repeats. It just repeats, no, but it repeats.
Oh yeah, like you're
so I'm just stuck on the thing. I got pee, and he's like, nah, let's just chill out. Yeah, we're good. You don't need to really go. You're just tripping, man.
And he told me, he's like, I'm good. I gotta go piss. He goes in there, closes the door.
Next thing you know, I'm in there by myself. I shut the door, and then like I turn around from, this is real shit. I'm telling you a real story. I turn around as soon as I close the door. The mirror's black, and right then I know something's wrong, and I'm like, all right, this is different. You know what I mean? Usually when you're tripping on acid or something, it's vibrant colors, nothing dark.
It's pretty good.
But I turn around, the mirror's black. I don't even see myself in the mirror, and I'm like, all right, you know. Cool, you know, I'm just tripping. I gotta take a piss. So I go to the toilet, and I'm looking at the toilet, and I just get stuck. I can't break, you know, and I start to freak out because I can't break it. Like, I'm just stuck looking in the toilet. Then I see, like, out of the right of my eye, like, the mirror's just black. The blackness starts taking over. Then I really get freaking paranoid. I freak out. I you know, I flush
the whole time he was tripping out there, I didn't know anything because I was outside, you know. I was just waiting outside the door. I didn't think he was gonna trip out back because he was chilling a little bit. But then I knew, because I've done acid many times, and I know everyone knows, even if doesn't do acid or shrooms, that in the bathroom, it's like a whole.
I was in the bathroom. You know how it is in the bathroom.
Yeah, but basically our storage got full, so we had to make some space because we're making other videos for you. So yep, back with the story. I think we were talking about shrooms, the bad shroom story. In the middle of Tristan's, I started off. We got another blunt here. Show them the blunt. Got another blunt here. So we'll start off by the story. I think I was last talking about we were at our place. Tristan's in the bathroom. Tripping out, black mirror. So so I was talking about I was outside the bathroom, don't know what's going on.
Tell your side.
So I don't know what I was outside, no, I thought it was.
Can I say something? This is cool because you get two sides of the experience.
Yeah, I was there.
So go ahead. This is his side.
Yeah, so
He's just a viewer. You know.
He's in the bathroom.
And by the way, he's completely 100% okay. He's not. Brandon has. He hasn't done anything.
I'm just smoking hella blunts when you know I already do that.
But so he's no bad trip. He's clear-minded and you know.
So much I turn weed. Yeah.
Anyways, go ahead.
So I was outside the door. He closed the door. I tried to stop him from closing the door. He stopped the door. So he's tripping in there. I didn't know that. I was just chilling outside, waiting for him. I thought he was about to come out. He's taking a long fucking time to come out. I don't know.
How long did that take?
5 to 10 minutes easily. He was just there.
That's
as long as I was waiting out there until I finally went in and decided, fuck, I'm gonna go sit on the couch, wait for this fool. Because maybe I don't know what the fuck he's doing in the back. I ain't gonna bother a nigga in the back. So basically, go ahead and tell from there. I basically went and sat on the couch while he's in the back.
So like I was saying before I dropped this blunt and everything, I was in the bathroom. The mirror turned black. Everything was turned black. And I was like, all right, on trips. In good trips, at least, any good psychedelic trip, everything's vibrant. It's feel good. It's a good aroma and everything. No, and this shit, I was enclosed. It was all black. Everything started tightening up on me. It started closing in on me, and I was like, all right. At this point, I knew something was definitely wrong. If I didn't know before, or I said something before. Now I knew. I was like, I'm at a bad, state of mind. This is really bad, and I don't know what to do. And I feel trapped. You know how when you're in, you're on,
like claustrophobic, basically.
No, when you're like on, any kind of a psychedelic drug, in this, you realize you hit that third eye kind of view, and everything is just a cycle. You realize everything's just, it's a circle, repeats everything. I got stuck in the bathroom. So I'm just like, all right.
So
and like you said, I'm in there maybe 5-10 minutes, but 5-10 minutes, it seemed like 5 to 10 years. Okay. So I'm like, oh my God, I need to get out of here. I'm stuck. I can't move because I feel just like I'm getting more trapped. Start freaking out in my head. Next thing you know, I'm able to reach the doorknob. I open it up. Boom, light hits me. I'm like, all right. It's like I pulled my way and I'm sweating. I'm really sweating. Metaphor to use. Next thing you know, I stumble to the living room. By the way, my dad's in the living room, Brandan's in the living room, my little brother's in the living room, watching TV.
No, actually, no. Actually, I think our dad, he was in the living room sleeping. This was late at night, so he was sleeping. And I was chilling on the couch, TV still on. My dad was sleeping on the couch.
Yeah,
I think this fool comes out and he starts saying, I'm gonna die or something like that, right?
Yeah, like, okay. So I'm walking out, and this thing, I feel like, bad shit, I'm just like, alright, this is the end, like, I don't know what the fuck, I just feel like it's all dark, I don't see any point beyond this, so I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna die. So I walk out, and each step I take is just getting worse, each step, boom, 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 and everything's slow, and it's so slow to the point where it's just like, it hurts. And
if you guys ever trip, let me know how
and I finally get out, to the living room. And I see, obviously I see my dad on the couch.
I'm chilling.
Brandon's there on the couch.
I tell him, I'm like, what's up? And he comes over.
And I'm like crying almost. I'm in tears.
Like I said, our dad was sleeping on the
I'm like in tears.
He goes and he's tripping out.
So I'm emotional.
He comes and he lays down and he starts going, he's like, I'm gonna die.
I'm freaking out. And it's like, if you ever been on cocaine, it's like this. It's like, really energized, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna die. I really think I'm gonna die because you're tripping so hard. You're on.
I gotta say this though. I was fucking high as fuck, and I was still being a dick. Like he was over there. I was like trying to help. I'm a good person. I'm trying to help him and shit, but I was laughing too, cause like I know I've done acid. I know that you ain't gonna die from a trip, unless it's rare as fuck. So I was just like, I was trying to calm down, but I was laughing at the same point because he's saying he was gonna die and shit. And I'm like, bro, you just need to chill, because our dad has no clue, he doesn't know what the fuck's going on. He don't know he's on shrooms. He don't even probably know what shrooms really is. You know what I mean? So all this is going down.
So how was he reacting when it was going down?
One thing to say about this, our dad is a good ass dad. He's a good ass person. He doesn't.
He's chill.
No matter what the situation is, if someone's going down with us, he don't go. He wants to just help no matter what. He starts, like you said, like we were saying. He said he's gonna die and shit, and he tells him, he's like, what's going on? He's just crying, I'm telling him, laying on the floor next to him saying, I'm gonna die. Our dad has no clue. We didn't tell him for a little bit what the hell he took or whatever, and because he asked me, he's like, what's going on? What is he on? I was like, he's on some shrooms, and he's like, oh my fucking God, why you guys doing that shit? Of course, any parent would. But basically, we were just trying to calm him down. I was laughing though, kind of being a dick. So you can tell from there.
Yeah, so I was just laying on the floor, crying. I'm gonna die. I'm going crazy.
Basically, I told him, when I was telling my fucking, the only thing I remember is telling him to help him was just like, try to go to sleep. Just try to sleep out that, when you're high as fuck.
Let me say it like this. And I'm like, I'm gonna die. I'm going crazy. Take me to the hospital. Take me, and I'm telling my dad this. And Brand's like, no, he doesn't need that. Just need to calm down.
You can't do nothing with
And then, you know, I'm freaking out so much that I freak my dad out. So my dad starts intensifying. He's like, all right, let's go.
I'm stopping.
And then I'm like, no, Brand's right. And like, I'm tripping, so I'm like, I'm going back and forth. I don't know what the fuck.
Because if you guys ever know, you can. If you go, the same with like, if you take so much edibles or something, and you go to the hospital, you can't do nothing about that.
So I already know they're gonna, you know, I'm thinking in the back of my head, I already know they're gonna bullshit me, you know. Oh, they're just gonna laugh at me. So I'm like, no, it's a bad idea. Yeah. So I'm like, no, I'm just gonna die. I'm going crazy. You know, I already passed the point. This time, I hit fucking level 20 out of 10. And I was like, nope, I no longer think I'm crazy. I know I'm crazy. So I'm freaking out. I'm like, I'm crazy, guys. I'm crazy. I don't know what's going on. I'm just crazy. I'm gonna die. I'm crazy, I'm already dead. Everything's repeating itself. And then all the blackness appears around me. Next thing you know, I'm in complete dark. Next thing you know, a demon is the most evil thing I've ever seen in my life. And I've seen those before. This thing was worse than it. It pops up on my shoulder. And it's got like 2 arms on it. And this evil teeth. Like, have you ever seen Jeepers Creepers? It's kind of like that, but more intensified. Like, gruesome, rotten teeth, and the smile, like, out of, like, the skin was dead. Yeah, all the skin was dead.
As you can imagine, like a demon would be, yeah.
The first one popped on my shoulder, right behind me, and I felt the vibration from it. I was like, you know, it sounded like a shock through me, like a wave. Next thing you know, I start, you know, swelling up. Boom, another one. Now there's 2. This one's worse than the first one. Boom, there's 3. And I feel the weight on my shoulders like it's bearing me down. And I'm just, you know, now I'm lost it. I'm in another, you know, I'm like in 5 worlds past, you know. I'm completely gone. I no longer see him. I no longer see my dad. I no longer see the
So how long does this go on for?
In my head, this goes on for like probably, you know, lifetimes.
It was probably realistically though, if I could think, it was probably 20, 30 minutes.
But like in my head,
like, you know, he was just basically laying on the floor still, you know. Like he was just face down. He was just going. You know how it is when you're tripping, you know, just going, seeing everything. But he's like his face down, you know. But he was just staying still basically. He was just saying he was seeing all that shit, doing all that shit, you know what I mean? But he was just like laying there for 20, 30 minutes basically. And what happens after that? What, you go to sleep or something, or what? What happened?
Whenever I'm seeing all these demons, out of nowhere, it's just like lightning hits. Like, it's not like I don't see lightning or anything. It was just like boom, you can, you know, when it's just like I'm saying like boom, like, yeah, you hear boom, like, but I saw boom, like the sound boom. I saw the sound of it, and it freaked me out. Like, you don't understand what I'm talking about unless you do drugs and shit like that. But like, I saw the sound.
We do not condone any of this either, but.
And it was just like boom. Next thing you know, it's all dark. The demons are gone.
And
I'm in the air.
Alright, keep on.
I'm flown in the fucking air. It's all black. I'm just in the air, like, you know, arms wide, my legs are wide, you know, like I'm just open. I see a shotgun just midair. And then, like, I see my mom inside me. It's just like, boom. The shotgun's fired and my chest exploded. And I went like this. I felt like I went like this in real life. And, like, I died. And then after I felt that, like, I literally went all black. So and I came back and I was curled up on the ground.
And then basically after that, I think, like I said, it was only, to him, who knows how long it was, but it was probably like 20 minutes, 20 minutes to 40 minutes. But after that, I was still sounding like I was, you know, watching because I'm a good ass person. And then after that, he, of course, like you just say, snapped out of it. And like, I was like, let's just smoke blunts and like chill. Like, we went to his room, rolled up hella blunts. We rolled up so many blunts and smoked the whole rest of the night. Just basically, he was cool, and then we were just smoking hella blunts like we're doing right now, just kicking it basically. After that, I mean, the shrooms basically wore off, or he snapped out of it. You know what I mean? That was basically what happened. Bad shroom story by Tristin Huerta. If you guys like this video, subscribe, like, share it. Comment you want to hear another acid shroom story. Yeah, follow Tristin on every social media, Tristin Huerta everything. Instagram, Tristin Huerta Official. Follow me on Twitter, TrippyGod420. This is Trippy Gang.
Do your thing.